Hello, my name is Nate Scott. As a U.S. Army veteran, I know that the leading cause of death for veterans is suicide. In fact, more U.S. veterans have committed suicide in the last decade than died in the Vietnam War. Preventing veteran suicides are the Department of Veteran Affairs' self-stated highest clinical priority. And yet, VA data shows about 22 veterans continue to die by suicide daily in this country. Sadly, that number has remained largely stagnant or worsened in recent years despite increased spending and programs aimed at helping. National leaders have dedicated considerable resources to improve the identification and prevention of the factors associated with suicide risk among service members and veterans. One specific relevant factor is the transition from military service to civilian life. Separation from the military service is a milestone characterized by a variety of psychosocial stressors and adjustment to challenges such as disruption in social support, financial strains, and changes in access to health care and mental health care. That might be associated with increased risk of suicide. The purpose of this presentation is to share a strategic approach for providing social support, reducing financial strains, and focusing on holistic wellness for veterans and their families.
Since leaving the military, I earned an MBA from George Washington University, completed financial planning at Georgetown University, worked as a defense contractor, a financial advisor, CFO of an Inc. 500 fast-growing company, owned a franchise, and owned a 40-unit apartment complex. I've gone through a divorce, lost a job, and gotten passed over for employment. Last year, my wife retired as a national sales director after 26 years buying and selling cosmetics and developing teams to do the same. Together, we own a strategic leadership company based on the principles of my book, Life is Rich, How to Create Lasting Wealth. Depending on where you are in your transition, I may be able to provide some insights and a unique perspective to help you with your decision making. As a former enlisted soldier, Desert Storm veteran, West Point graduate, and former Army infantry officer and ranger, I've lived the veteran experience, and I have a new mission, a new purpose, and a supportive community of peers that I would like to introduce you to. What veterans miss most is what most civilians fear: a regimented, cohesive network that always checks on you. As a soldier, when I joined the Army as an 18-year-old, I expected to face many challenges and hardships as an individual. Whether that meant getting yelled at or shot at or made to jump out of airplanes, what I didn't yet understand was how much I'd put aside my individual concerns and focus on my fellow service members, or how much they'd do the same for me. The truth is that I had never been in such a supportive social environment in my life. In the Army, it mattered to someone else whether or not my boots fit properly. It mattered to someone else whether I had been to the dentist recently. It mattered to someone else if I wasn't where I was supposed to be at the right time. As a combat veteran, all of this attention paid to my performance was in the interest of team performance, but it also meant someone was always there for me, checking on me, making sure I was good to go. All of us were doing this for one another. If I was on a road march and a member of my squad was struggling, I would help share his load. If I was on crutches and couldn't carry my tray in a dining hall, a fellow soldier would be right there to help me. That's just how it was. We learned to think of others first, and then you exit the service. As a West Point graduate, gone suddenly is a cohesive structure that existed to take care of you. Gone is that strong sense of social security. Gone is the sense that wherever you go, you know where you fit. Gone are the familiar cultural norms. Gone are your friends from your ready-made peer group who are just as invested in your success as you are in theirs. News reports carry a lot of disheartening statistics about U.S. veterans. Nearly a fifth of veterans between the ages of 18 and 24 are jobless. Veterans suffer a 33% higher rate of narcotics overdoses than the rest of the population, and their suicide rate is slightly higher too. People often react to this with pity, assuming that the cause is tied to trauma suffered while in the service. As an infantry officer, but I suspect that the main contribution is troubled adjustment to civilian life, is something else entirely, and rarely is it because of battle trauma. Rather, when veterans leave military service, many of them, like me, are leaving the most cohesive and helpful social network they've ever experienced. And that hurts. Most recent veterans aren't suffering because they remember what was bad. They're suffering because they miss what was good. Of course, many veterans just power through and do fine. Veterans on average have better health and earn more money than the average American. but others fall short of their potential and simply because they're missing something and they can't tell what it is. I think that the social prescription for most veterans facing challenges in civilian life should be the same. Find them a social network to replace the one they lost. Do you want a solution for what veterans miss most? Well, we introduce veterans to a social network to replace the one they lost, and we provide a plan, mentorship, and support for them to succeed. Our company, Lifefordridge Global Llc, we provide a plan, mentorship, and support for believers to live in fullness every day. First, life is rich means I live in fullness every day because I realize I am Christ's heir. This mission began as a result of the experience that I had as a 19-year-old walking the perimeter during Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Our mission is to inspire people to live in fullness every day, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, relationally, physically, and financially. We stand on the instructions and promises of Matthew 6:33. 2, we work with a company that has a stated mission to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping those to reach their goals. We have chosen to enhance the lives of veterans and women and to help them reach their goals. We seek alignment before assignment. The veteran journey is pretty consistent. We join, we serve, we get out. We then start back up. We take care of ourselves. We reinvent ourselves. We then put down roots. Then we retire, we age, and we die. I break that into two things. We got standard of living and then quality of life. If standard of living is your major objective, quality of life almost never improves. But if quality of life is your number one objective, your standard of living almost always improves. We're building a business to last a lifetime. Lifefordridge Global LLC has partnered with the U.S. consumer product goods manufacturer whose mission is to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping people reach their goals. We deliver total wellness to your home, health, and family. Sharing our story with men and women transitioning out of the military is good for business, and it's the best way to say thank you to the people who risk their lives for us. Recruiting veterans adds brand value to our organization, which is client and community focused. Quality of life is number one. We break that down into three areas: wellness, personal growth, and wealth. Wellness. We deliver total wellness to your home, health, and family. Exceptional products at reasonable prices. Personal growth. We offer a plan, mentorship, and support within a supportive social network. And then wealth. Real residual income and an opportunity to build a business to last a lifetime. Remember, if standard of living is your major objective, then quality of life almost never improves. But if quality of life is your number one objective, your standard of living almost always improves. We have 5 reasons we're seeking veterans. Number 1, problem solving. Number 2, work independently. Number 3, teamwork. Number 4, personal accountability. And number 5, focus on values. Number 1, problem solving. In the marketing executive role, it is impossible to anticipate every issue, concern, or challenge a client can present. Having a strong ability to look past problems and identify solutions makes a veteran a great asset in any organization. 2, work independently. In the marketing executive role, professionals must follow processes and protocol, yet also have the confidence and self-direction to use their best judgment and rely on their own skills and training to serve their clients. 3, teamwork. In the marketing executive role, these same skills empower the veteran to help motivate and inspire his or her teammates and colleagues, share solutions across the organization, and instill a belief around collaboration with clients in serving their needs and delivering on the company goals. 4, personal accountability. In the marketing executive role, it might be easy to blame delays or miss expectations on the product delivery team or someone else, the back office. A veteran won't do this because his or her honor is tied to their personal accountability, whether they are wearing the uniform or not. And 5, focus on values. In the marketing executive role, when a veteran can attach to the mission, values, and service aspect of the process, their ability to be successful grow exponentially. Additionally, veterans in the marketing executive roles often serve as exemplary role models for their civilian peers who might be more financially motivated. So, if you're looking for an opportunity that matches your ambition and a new mission, a new purpose, and a strong supportive social network in which people are invested in one another's well-being and success, then we have the opportunity for you. Simply schedule an appointment at www.meetwithnatescott.com or call 904-838-2623, and we'll be delighted to have a one-on-one with you to determine whether or not you're a fit for this mission that we have right now. Until next time, this is Nate Scott, author of Life is Rich, How to Create Lasting Wealth. Take care and be blessed.